route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think?
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back. And they'll indeed keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterback Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Rodgers. Caught left side. Bennett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking.
And he loses the football a second time. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again, Cave.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, and nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
319.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Check. 319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown! Damian Williams, 88 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many...
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Packers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 17. Rodgers going to throw. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And it's a touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got room. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Dances by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, 5. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the...
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief. And oh, he coughed it up. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know,
and he lost the football. They had to go with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. To throw on 2nd down. Wade eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
you seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Fighting through it. He's got space. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fights him off. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Wade. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake the...
Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. On second down, Roethlisberger. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Able to fight through one tackle. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Gordon, 45 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
And now look at this. Big this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lamar Woodley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Lamar Woodley able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. Order.
All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, Williams is going to bust out into open space, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. We're tied up at 13. Midway through the second quarter, Wade's on point with the throw, and it's caught for the score. That puts them up by a touchdown. 1st and 10, Wade's going to complete the pass into coverage. He gone. The lead now at 14. After the fumble, Wade's got his mark on the deep ball, and 45 yards later, he'll go in for the score.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now Damian Williams to return it. Spins away. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Damian Williams.